Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Doctor Who review, episode number 80. Yes, we are 20 episodes away from episode 100 for the series. We're reviewing the second story ever released that featured the Colin Baker version Doctor. The opening story, which is also noteworthy for being that, is also noteworthy for being the first story of season 22, and one of the last known stories to cover for this particular monster appears in the story for the entirety of classic Doctor Who. What is it? Attack of the Cybermen! Yeah, this one's awesome. I think I missed one. Yeah, I think I missed one. Let me be right back. I think I missed one. Okay, now I've got everything. Yes. Yeah. Now, what Attack of the Cybermen? This is the third to last story, Cybermen story left to go for classic Doctor Who, because with this one here, I have now reviewed. Now, here's ones I've reviewed so far. Not in particular order per se, just ones I have here. The second ever one, Moonbase. Tomb of the Cybermen, which this story gets a lot of follow-up with this one, along with the opening story template, which I've not covered that one yet. There is also Invasion. This is another one that's referenced, this one. Yeah, lots of references to this one. We have Revenge this time. This one's not referenced, but this is another Cybermen story. Probably the weakest Cybermen story of the classic Doctor Who. Now, this one does contain Earthshock, which, of course, this is of course, the follow-up to that one. We also have, they appeared in this story here, the Five Doctors. Yes, because it's part of the 20th anniversary of the time. And, of course, also the story that came afterwards, Silver Nemesis. Yep, a story from Specimen Corps, which was the final appearance in classic Who of this particular monster. Now, aside from the fact this one is also a follow-up to all those stories, like a few of them anyways, it's also a sequel to Resurrection Daleks. And there's a character from that story, actually two of them, who appear in this very story. Well, one character and one actor. The actor is Deborah. The actor plays Deborah. Yes, Trevor Malroy appears as a supporting character in this story, as a guy who's a police officer investigating the character Leighton, who was last seen in Resurrection Daleks, which was not that long before this one. If you're really curious, how many stories was that before this very story? That was 4 stories ago. Before this one was Twin Dilemma, there was Planet Fire, and of course also Resurrection Daleks, one of my favorite stories. Yep, so now there's various different things going on here. First we see Leighton, who's back here, and he wants to pull off a heist in this building of robbing a whole bunch of diamonds. So him and his crew proceed to, well, have the guy who's sit in the front seat, having out the explosives, then we'll just basically have the weapons. And of course, they're breaking it via the sewer system because they want to break it via, like, the front door. We see Lane here with a suit on. We also see the return of the Bobbies who appeared from Resurrection Dalek. It's pointed out by the Doctor, the same ones. Yep, the same exact ones in that story because Leighton kept them around, obviously. So he breaks into the sewer, and he goes in the sewer, walks around, and they hear something in the sewer. And then, of course, I believe it is not the bald guy, the other one. He's killed by something. Then, of course, he's found later where he's crushed by something. What is it? You'll find out later. And then, of course, Leighton arrives at a particular location, which was the same location that was seen at the start of the story with these mysterious workers. One who gets killed by this mysterious thing. And I at least got a hand of this one. There's a lot more suspense building up basically them. So, then all of a sudden, something goes in the corner, and it's a Cyberman. Yes, a frickin' Cyberman. I at least got a hand of this one over Earthshock. Earthshock is a great story. I love Earthshock. This Just like, yeah, we know Cybermen's in the story, but man, I at least got handed to this story. This one had a lot more build up to when we first see the Cybermen. Oh, one thing we have to mention, this is also the very first Doctor Who story that the episodes be 45 minutes compared to the original previous ones, which were 25 minutes. The next time we see a story that is basically that length... Okay. Alright. Will not be until Try the Time Lord. Yep. And I'm going to have to stop here because supper's ready. Yep, I'll be back to discuss the rest of the story, okay? Thanks. Be back.